Hello everyone, I am Giri and my teammate is Ashwin Manoj. We are from Christ University Lavasa. We have been assigned the task to analyze the problems and challenges faced by the businesses in Lavasa. So we have choose lakes of water, sports, and we have interviewed Sir Ashit Jose and let's go to the interview.
You have started this business?
This particular business, Lakeshore Water Sports,
Yeah.
this is running from last 14 years.
Last 14 years?
2008.
2008. So how was it during 2008, the business? You have started this business?
This particular business, Lakeshore Water Sports,
Yeah.
this is running from last 14 years.
Last 14 years?
2008.
2008. So how was it during 2008, the business?
See, the business was a very premature stage. There was no infrastructure out here. Slowly developed, and right now it is in this position.
So what all services do you provide here right now?
We have water sports activities and adventure activities. Two businesses like that.
Okay. So how many boats are there and how do you maintain them?
Every boat has its own parameters and service schedules to get managed, and that depends on usage or time. So you need to read each and every manual and then you can decide about how to maintain them. Standard procedures will be there, industry standards will be there. They will be applied to various boats and various other equipments as well.
Okay, sir. So what all are the problems and challenges you face right now running this business?
There are no such challenges you can see in this business. Okay, why? Because everything which is coming across, like the low sales and everything, they are also the opportunities, and they're a part of game. So you can't say that. So if you are
and also there are no competition for you. So yeah.
No, competition is better.
Yeah.
Competition is always better so that you can keep growing. If there is no competition, you don't grow.
But now it's a monopoly right in Lavasa.
Can't say that.
Is there any other boat services that are providing you?
See, it totally depends on the view of guest. Okay, no guests are visiting here only to do water sports activities. They are visiting here for Lavasa.
Yes.
And as they are in Lavasa, they do water sports activities as well. So I don't say there is a monopoly. We are a player of this world completely.
Yes.
As adventure activities are there, game circuit was there long time back. Dasvina was there. Yeah, unfortunately they are not operational, so we are one, but we don't take it as a monopoly.
Okay.
Because when you consider activities, there are different activities which are competitive. Even this bicycles, they are competition, and that's a fair competition. It's
yes,
better.
Sir. So what are the pricing of the services that are provided here?
It starts from 150 to 4,000 rupees. We have a wide range of activities.
So for the speedboat and the huge boat, what are the difference of prices per ticket per person?
See, there are two different categories. The jet ski, which we call as a speedboat, that's a single boat. So whatever consumption is there, that it totally depends. The operating cost goes to one person. So that is 600 rupees, and the cruise boat, which is a common boat, that is 250 rupees.
So in which season do you get most of the tourists or the people that?
Whenever people have holidays, we run the most.
Okay. So during rainy seasons and all?
As per the marine standards, we don't operate in rainy season.
Okay.
Because wind is one of the factors which affects this business a lot. So from June, June, means May end to July, first or second week, depends on weather conditions.
Summertime is really good business, like peak.
Depends. Sometimes the water level drops down. You can't operate boats. So it totally depends.
Yes.
On the situation.
So during the COVID-19, how was the business running?
There was zero business.
Nobody.
Zero business.
So what about the investment and everything? Is it directly from the Lavasa Corporation?
Yes.
Directly from them. So they provide all the raw materials such as any.
Lavasa is the owner of this company. So everything and each and everything which you see here belongs to Lavasa.
Okay, sir. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Pleasure.
From the interview, we analyzed that the business was not going on a very good basis. Uh, During its start in 2008, uh, the business had a very slow growth. It picked up in some years and some festivals, uh, and again during the corona time, the business came down, and didn't have they had 0% income. They faced some financial issues, and also strive to maintain their boats. And they also had a slow growth because of the weather in Lavasa. If there is more rain and wind, they are unable to run their boats. And as they didn't have any competitors in the market, it was hard for them to develop and improve. Back when they started, there are many competitors like casino and other adventures, but as there's but due to the financial issues in Lavasa, they are all gone now. He also said that the tourists who come to visit Lavasa at least come once to their boat and do boating in the lake view.
So, after the interview, we can understand that the waterfront show has been going on a very bad business for almost a year now. Its total profit comes mostly from the tourists and the students of Christ University Lavasa. As a solution to his problem, I could say that he could increase his marketing effort not only to the tourist who comes to visit Lavasa, but also the Lavasa Christ University students who also wants to join to the water sports. And if they try to bring more investment and more infrastructure and bring more boats, they can also attract more customers from the university itself. There are more than 2,000 students itself living in Lavasa, so they can actually bring more customers in this way. They can also advertise their new prices by reducing them in a very large way, in which will attract more and more people to use their boats. After getting the data from Lakeshore Water Sports in Lavasa, we have analyzed that the business is right now going in a very low and steady basis. But in the end, we could say that recovering from this big loss is a very big problem and a hectic problem for the for this business. It is mainly because of the financial issues that has plumbed the city back to debt, and the only way to recover from it is bringing more tourism here and getting more customers, which is a very hefty process and will take a very time to bring back its growth. As the Lavasa Corporation is in a hectic debt, it will also affect the water show sports that is situated in Lavasa, which is controlled by the Lavasa Corporation itself. As they pay for their infrastructure, investment, and maintenance, it will be a very hectic to get more investments from them. As a suggestions, we could say that they could increase their marketing to the city itself, which would bring more tourists and customers. And we could say that in the conclusion, we can say that after analyzing this data, we have understood that getting this business back to peak profit will take a very long time. Thank you.